What is up, everybody? How is it going? Austin Prechtelevate Performance, coming at you live. Happy Monday, everybody. I am back in the United States once again. Just got done being in Belize for my honeymoon, and I immediately after that came and went to Canada, like 3 days afterwards, for honestly what was a undescribable event. It was it exceeded, it met and exceeded all of my expectations as to what I thought it was going to be. It was so freaking cool to be surrounded by people who are just like on a whole other level, in terms of doing what I want to do, and working towards just becoming our best selves. And honestly, it was really cool. And so during that, this past weekend, I just got back yesterday evening. But you know, after experiencing that whole weekend, I had a lot of enormous takeaways. Honestly, just in terms of why or where I need to go, what direction I want to take things into, and why maybe I felt even like a little bit stuck right lately. And so part of that, I had three big takeaways. And if you're feeling stuck right now with your fitness, with your weight loss journey, with your whatever your goals are, right? But let's kind of have it like fitness focused, right? Or weight loss focused. It's probably in part because of these three things that I'm going to talk about. These are just three things, but these are kind of like the three biggest ones that I've kind of noticed for myself and for others. And so it could be one of these things. It could be more than one of these things. It could be like parts of these things. Who knows? But I just want to talk about these things and try to help you guys feel, give you some direction, right? What's up, Leah? How's it going? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Back to regular lives. Let me know how your guys' days are going. As you tune in, let me know how your day is going. Let me know how your weekend was. Let's hear about it. But today, like I said, I'm going to be talking about why you are probably feeling stuck right now in your fitness journey, in your weight loss journey. Because, the last couple of months, I've been feeling a little bit stuck, right? I haven't felt like I've been like super stuck or anything like that, but I have felt stagnant in some ways. And this past weekend opened my eyes to the fact that there's a lot of things. There's always room for improvement, right? And that's one thing to say it, but to witness it in 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 others and seeing what other people are doing at certain levels, opened my eyes to what my own potential could be. And so I was super inspired this weekend, and I think that for you guys, you may need some inspiration right now. You may need to think about these things I'm about to talk about, because they could probably help unlock that potential that you guys are trying to or help unlock this potential, or break through that plateau, or help you get through feeling this feeling of stagnation that you're kind of in right now. And so yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So Lisa says my weight loss has been good this week. The scale is really uplifting. Good. I'm so happy to hear that for you. I'm so happy to hear that for you. But yeah, guys, if you're tuning in on Instagram or Facebook, either or, feel free to chime in as I go through these. I'd love to hear your comments. And if you watch this later time, hashtag replay so I know you saw it. But let's jump into it. So if you feel stuck right now, number one, it's probably because you are playing. Hey, Kristen, how's it going? You are playing at a low level, right? You're playing at a low level, at a lower level. You're in an environment that is honestly kind of shit for what you're trying to, for whatever your goals are that you're trying to accomplish, right? You're surrounding yourself with others who have bad habits that aren't conducive to your habits, right? Maybe you hang out with people on a regular basis. If you're trying to lose weight, going out and hanging out with people that party every weekend, probably not good for you, right? Probably not good for your goals. Every once in a while is fine, right? It's fine to celebrate things. But if you're doing it every single fucking weekend, if you're doing it multiple times a week, that's not going to be helpful for your goals, right? You're probably going to be putting yourself in environments and in scenarios where you're going to be pressured or feel pressured. If you're like me, guys, I'm somebody that I give in to social pressure very easily. Not because it's appeasement, but because I'm somebody who I love to be involved. I love to be a part of the party. I love that feeling. I kind of thrive off that shit. And so if I'm trying to lose weight, I'm probably going to avoid hanging out with some of my friends that are more of the party goer type of people, because that's what they like to do, and they're not on the same journey that I'm on, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm gonna do myself a fucking favor and not hang out with them a ton, right? Whenever I'm trying to achieve a certain goal like this, same goes for you guys. Don't put yourself in shitty environments that are like not conducive to your goals, right? That's why all my clients, I encourage them, especially if you're watching right now, to post in the group regularly, to be engaged in the private group, because it's an environment that allows you guys to like feel like you're a part of something, to be engaged with others who are going through similar shit, and to feel like you have a sense of community that is like conducive to your goals rather than taking away from it, right? Yeah, guys. So you might be playing at a low level, right? You're surrounding yourself with people who don't give a shit about fitness, who don't give a shit about their nutrition, who aren't committed to this lifestyle that you have, told yourself and told others that you're committed to, right? You're hanging out with people who are at a low level. Doesn't mean they're bad people. Doesn't mean they're bad people at all. It just means that they have different goals than what are claiming to have. So what you got to do is put yourself in a different environment, wholeheartedly. Oh my fucking god, this weekend, guys, like hanging out with people who are just like I can't even. It's almost like unfathomable. The level at which some of these people are at, and coaching and things like that. That I got to hang out with this weekend. That it's just like I just wanted to like absorb everything that they were like talking about. I wanted to absorb. I want to feed off that energy. Like there was like a buzz, right? Like almost in the room, in the building, at my mentor's house that we were at. Because like you could just tell that people were on a different fucking level, in terms of like where they were at and where they were wanting to be, and being surrounded by that, it helped me feel like a part of that. And so I want that for you guys too when it comes to your weight loss journeys, when it comes to your fitness journey. So and after all these, I'm gonna give these three examples. I'm gonna give you guys solutions, right? What I think you should do about these three things going forward. So that way, it's like I'm not just pointing out what you're fucking up on. I'm actually giving you some sort of solution to try and like help fix it, going forward. But yeah, hell yeah, Leah. I'm hella proud of you. That's awesome. 3 pound week. Let's fucking go. You're taking shit super seriously this week. That's amazing. Number two, reason why you might be feeling stuck or stagnant, right? You got comfortable, right? Number two, you got comfortable. It's probably one of the most common reasons why, right? Is you got comfortable, right? So you stopped pushing yourself. You stopped doing the things, right? You stopped doing the basics. You stopped doing the things that you originally committed to at the beginning of your journey, like doing your workouts, like following your nutrition, like showing up for lives, like doing things that, getting that daily dose of like, inspiration or motivation or whatever it may be to help develop that discipline, guys, right? In the first place. And so you stopped doing the things you said you were going to do. You got comfortable. You got lazy. You kind of like, were like, this is good enough. And then you slowly let yourself slip, right? Little by little, day by day. And then you're back to this place that you might have, maybe not like on in terms of your progress, but you've stopped making progress because you stopped doing the things that got you that progress in the first place, right? It happens to the best of us sometimes. And so, you probably got comfortable in some capacity, guys. Ooh, I see a good comment. Okay, I see. I had a rough week at work. I hung out with friends this weekend, but made better choices for eating and drinking. Good. Leah says you got comfortable. Okay, I know you're talking to me. You're fucking right. I'm talking to you just to put it out there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you feel this resonates. I'm not just talking specifically to you, but that's great that you're taking that on, because that means that you're like, you're calling yourself out in a sense. I love that shit. Roger says always get uncomfortable. Yes, exactly. Lonnie says, oh yeah, so true. I got comfortable with COVID and stopped my journey. Yeah. It's not a Q&A, but at some point can we discuss what you do when you get to your goal? I'm kind of struggling with that transition. I'm trying to cut and slam down to just living, but living active. You call me out seriously though. Yeah, fuck yeah, I am. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, Leah, I will talk about that, because that's something that I've had to work through myself. So we will talk about that for sure. But guys, like, think about it this way, right? Like maybe you stop tracking your fucking calories, right? Maybe that's how you got comfortable, right? Maybe you stopped taking what your coach was telling you to do seriously, right? Maybe you did. Maybe you stopped doing it. Maybe you're just like, oh yeah, I'll get to that, or you just started going through the motions rather than actually putting forth like that extra layer, that extra bit of effort that was getting you those results in the first place. That was getting you that progress in the first place, guys. Right? But you have to remember yourself. Right? You have to remind yourself. Discomfort is where growth occurs. Right? So if you feel super comfortable right now and you're just like, I feel comfortable, but you don't feel like you're progressing, it's because you got too comfortable. You weren't pushing yourself outside of that comfort zone. And it's okay to take little maintenance breaks here and there. You don't have to be like all the time just like it's awesome if you are like putting yourself in uncomfortable situations all the time. That's great. But that might not be sustainable for everybody. But like making sure that you're not always like, super comfy with where you're at, because that's gonna lead to like being stagnant, right? So yeah, so being comfortable, being too comfortable. So that's number two. So you stopped, or so you got comfortable, right? So number one was playing at a low level, being in a shitty environment that's not conducive to your goals. Two, you got comfortable. Now number three, right? Number three, you stopped believing that you could do it in the first place. You stop believing in yourself. You stop believing in your goals that you could actually accomplish it in the first place. Um, Maybe something bad happened, right? And it threw you off, and now you don't see yourself in a powerful and capable light, right? You started seeing yourself as the old you. You stopped believing in yourself that you could actually achieve your goals that you said that you were going to do in the first place, right? Maybe you had a death in the family. Maybe your pet got sick. Maybe you got hurt, or maybe you got fired from your job, or you quit your job, or whatever it may have been, and things are fucking happening right now for in your life, and it's a little chaotic, or maybe you're like, things happen, and because of that, or maybe somebody broke up with you, right? Or your parent told you that you were worthless, or whatever, who knows, right? Something bad might have happened, right? Or maybe through a combination of these other things, stop seeing as much progress as you wanted, and so you stop believing in yourself. Maybe it's any of those things, but at some point you stopped believing, at least fully, that you could accomplish this, right? You stopped telling yourself, I can do this, and you started thinking, shit, I don't know, maybe I can't do this, maybe I'm not capable, maybe I'm not going to lose the weight, maybe I'm not going to be the fit mom or the fit parent, or maybe I'm not gonna be able to fit into my wedding dress in time for the wedding, or maybe whatever it may be. You started like sabotaging yourself. You started telling yourself. You started having more negative self talk and started talking shit about yourself, because you stopped believing in yourself, right? Something along the way broke a little bit, and you stopped believing in yourself long term, guys. And so you stop believing in your mission. Because you stop believing in your mission, you're like, well, maybe what's the point? Like you start, sat in your own head, started telling yourself like, what's the point? Maybe I can't do this. Maybe I may as well have that extra snack, or I may as well eat these sweets at night. I may as well go drinking with my friends, because what's the point? Because I don't believe that I can do this anymore. But you still got that little grain of hope, right? You still got that little grain of hope. Maybe I can do this. But you're starting to get more and more into a negative headspace, and so that could be happening too. You're not believing in yourself. You don't think that you can actually do this anymore, and so you're reverting back to that old you, those old ways of thinking, and those old habits. So, yeah. So these three things, guys, those are the three things that right now that are probably playing a big role in why you're stuck or you feel stuck right now. Okay, but these are solutions, right? I gave you guys some reasons why you're fucking up right now. I'm gonna give you some reasons or some solutions to how you can stop fucking up. Right? Yeah. Okay. I see some comments. I'm gonna read over real quick. Excited to kick some ass with you as we rebound after COVID. I know the solution to this one. You don't believe me? Message me. I'll remind you how bad. Oh yeah. I love it when you guys are hyping each other up. That makes me freaking happy. Hell yeah. Cool. So solution 2, playing at a low level, being in a shitty environment, guys. Put it bluntly, right? Like, maybe you need to get new friends. Maybe you need to get new friends. Maybe you need to craft a stronger inner circle, because you don't have to hang out with shitty people at the end of the day. And I'm not saying that everybody in your life that doesn't want to lose weight or doesn't want to get fit or doesn't want to be healthier is a shitty person, right? Or is a bad person, right? Find people that are more conducive, but maybe some of those people are crappy, right? Let's be honest. Like sometimes we have people in our lives that probably aren't the best for us. Or let's think of it this way: bringing more people into our lives that are sharing common goals, sharing common interests, sharing common aspirations for success, right? Let's bring. Doesn't it make sense if we want to lose weight or we want to get stronger or we want to be healthier that we hang out with people who also want to get healthier and get stronger or lose weight, right? Or live a sustainable fitness journey, right? Doesn't that make sense? Don't you think that that would mean that would increase your chances of succeeding if you're surrounding yourself with people who are also doing the same thing? That's going to create like a tight knit, like layer of accountability, like a thicker layer of accountability, right, guys? Right? Um, get new friends, surround yourself, or bring in the people that you care about and try to get them interested in this stuff, right? That's something that you can do too. But get like if you hang out with shitty people, you're probably gonna have shittier results. If you hang out with people who party and drink and like, not that there's anything wrong with that in moderation, but like that do that regularly, that you're hanging out with all the fucking time, guess what? You're probably going to be more likely to be somebody that parties a lot and drinks a lot and doesn't care about their health, right? It just makes sense. So, surround yourself. Start to craft your inner circle. Start to improve your inner circle. Look at your inner circle and be like, who the fuck is good for me right now and who is not, right? That's something that I've had to think about long and hard. And it's something that, I'm probably going to be implementing more and more as time goes on because, that happens to all of us. Sometimes like you sit back and you take a hard look at like who you're hanging out with and you're like, man, are you actually like good for me and good for my goals right now? Or are you like holding me back because I'm letting you hold me back because I'm letting you be in my life, right? And it's not fun and it's not gonna be easy, right? But it doesn't. You don't have to be like a dick and be like, "Fuck you! I don't want to hang out with you more because you suck and you're bad for me." No, you don't have to do that. You just have to like start to hang out with more people that are better for you, and slowly over time, the people that aren't on your mission and aren't on your like the same path as you or in alignment with your goals, slowly over time they'll see themselves out, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because you want to be somebody else that your old life isn't allowing you to be. So that's just something to think about, guys. So craft a better inner circle. Number two, get uncomfortable. Right. Number two problem was you're too comfortable. Right. You are comfortable in your journey. The solution to number two is to get uncomfortable, guys. Challenge yourself. You won't grow if you just do the same shit that got you in the rough place that you're in right now in the first place. Um, that same shit got you in a rough place. You don't enjoy being at in the first place. So, what you guys need to do? Like, you need to, have some integrity. Like even if you're sad, like even if you're like depressed, like obviously you're not going to be on like like 100% full cylinder during those times. But even if you're depressed or tired, or like whatever it is, success doesn't care about any of those things. It doesn't care about any of those things. So you guys have to recognize and separate yourself from those emotions sometimes, from those like those dark feelings, and work at least work at separating yourself from those things and develop like a bulletproof mindset that is going to help carry you through these tough times. That's going to help develop those disciplines that are going to help you get through that. Sometimes going to the gym fucking sucks, right? Sometimes tracking your food sucks. Sometimes eating protein sucks whenever there's good food around, whenever you're tired, whenever you don't, feel like when you had a bad day. Like, you're not always going to fucking feel like it, and you're not always going to be comfortable doing these things. But that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it is sometimes. It's not always going to be 100% like feeling amazing. And a lot of times, honestly, you guys lack the discipline and lack the like wherewithal to push yourself through that. Your mindset is too weak right now to do those things, and that's okay. I'm not saying that you suck because of that. I'm just saying that you need to work on those things. And when you do work on those things, and when you do build those habits, you do build a stronger mindset and more tenacity towards these things. It gets easier, right? Or it doesn't. What was hard doesn't feel as hard as it used to be, right? So that's something that you guys need to think about. Is getting uncomfortable, right? Like pushing yourself, like practicing pushing yourself. And sometimes for me, I like to make a game out of it just to see how uncomfortable I can get, because it doesn't feel good to be uncomfortable. But like recognizing and telling yourself, if you tell yourself enough that like being uncomfortable is a good thing and I like this, you're gonna be more likely to actually like try to do it. For me, I like to see it as like a challenge. I like to see it as like what can I do today that is going to like make me like uncomfortable, and in a sort of like sick way over time, like you can like turn that into something that you enjoy, right? Right? So get uncomfortable, right? Get uncomfortable, guys. Um, See comments here. Not everyone gets my goals, but a lot of my friends did. And the past 9 months, they've become closer to me. It's a great bond and so safe. Yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah. And you said, I was going to go get a margarita and skip my workouts, and now I'm annoyed at myself and waiting for you to shut up so I can work out. Good. Yeah, you better go fucking work out. That's what I like to hear. Last thing, guys, number 3, right? Which was you stop believing in yourself that you could actually do this. So my solution to that, guys, affirmations, super important. Affirmations, telling yourself that you can fucking do it, practicing telling yourself that you can fucking do it. Affirmations are kind of one of those things where it's like, it's almost like you're you want those things to be true about yourself, and so you're like faking it till you making it kind of thing, where you're writing it down, you're putting sticky notes in places of things that of what you're going to fucking achieve, of what you're going to do, guys, of who you are becoming and who you hope to become. Like for me, I've started writing down in my affirmations in the mornings, like, I'm a strong and powerful leader, right? I'm a strong and powerful leader. I will reach my goals. I will change one person's life today. I won't let my, I won't let being sick deter me from going live. I won't let myself, I won't let my emotions dictate my actions. Like things like that. Like, I write that shit down, and I've been writing that shit down every morning because I want to become that person. I am that person in some capacity, but I want to solidify that belief that I am that person into my being. I want to train my brain to think that shit on a daily basis. Anytime negative, thoughts come into my head that like tell me that I'm not. Anytime negative self-talk comes in, I'm gonna anytime I think, I'm not a strong leader. I'm not, like, I'm letting people down. Boom, that thought's gonna smack me in the face. I am a strong and powerful leader. You know why? Because I wrote it 50 fucking times in a notebook this morning, right? That's just something that can help a lot, guys, is writing those powerful affirmations for yourself every morning, because it starts your day out to be thinking that you are those things in the first place. It primes your day. Do that shit. Put sticky notes in places, on fridges, on cabinets, on your mirror, on your car dash, of saying the things that you guys are going to fucking become. I am going to lose 20 pounds. I am going to become a healthy version of myself. I am going to be able to play with my kids. I am the person that, you know, tracks their nutrition. I am that person that wakes up in the morning and takes care of myself before I'm able to take care of others. Like shit like that. Do that shit for yourself, guys. Maintaining a routine too, right? Maintaining a routine is so freaking important. Having a morning routine is everything. Having a morning routine is everything, and it's not about when you wake up. It's about what you do when you wake up, guys. I'm not saying that you have to get up at like 5 a.m. every day. I'm not saying that you have to get up at 6 a.m. every day, even. Like, if you get up and you've got time to have a morning routine in the mornings, if you're getting up at 7 a.m., that's fine. But make sure that you make your routine and yourself a priority and your mindset a priority in the mornings, because that is going to carry you through the fucking day, through the week, and help, create this reality that you're trying to have for yourself. So make sure that you have a morning routine where you're doing something that's, something inspiring, some affirmation, some a to-do list. Meditate in some capacity. Meditation looks different for everybody. It doesn't mean you have to sit there and go for like 10 minutes. It doesn't mean that. It could be other things. It could be stretching. It could be whatever it may be. But making sure that you're, training yourself to be present in the moment and to like be able to separate yourself from the negative thoughts that come into your head sometimes. It's so powerful and so helpful that you guys need to be doing that shit, right? You need to be doing that shit because that's going to help you believe and build a stronger mindset to actually do that shit that you said that you're going to do. So guys, and then also, part of that too, like to regain that belief, is just to do the shit. Do the shit without thinking about it. Like, do the shit. Don't self-sabotage. Don't disregard doing the basics. Like, track your food. Do your workouts. Even if you don't believe that it's going to get you anywhere, keep doing them and stay consistent with it. And soon enough, the proof is going to be there. Your results are going to start to show and start to rebuild that belief that you may have lost over time. So, yeah, guys, those are the 3 things that I think are, causing you to feel stuck right now. And those are the 3 solutions that I think would be super helpful for you guys to start pursuing. And I want to know, like, what's your number one takeaway? What's the thing that you've been like stuck on the most? Is it a combo of these things? Is it one of these things, like, glaringly? And what are you going to do about it? Right? What are you going to do about it? Because, like, honestly, advice or like information without action is bullshit. Like, I can tell you this shit all the live long day, and if you don't use it and you don't start taking action and implementing, you're gonna be exactly where you were today, or you're gonna be exactly where you are today next week, a month from now, 2 months from now, if you don't start doing shit and you don't start taking action. So take some action today. Yeah, guys. So I hope that this was valuable for you. I'm just gonna read some of these comments here for a second. I know there was one that was kind of like a question. Kristen says, "Oh shit. Okay, damn. Okay. These are some comments actually. Okay. Kristen says, "Almost got my cardio done today." Leah said, "I say it a lot, but you didn't just change my life. You saved it. I'd given up on myself, my goals, my dreams, and now I'm chasing the life I deserve. Thanks to your guidance and leadership. Thank you. Let's go. Yes, you absolutely deserve this shit." Kristen says, "I'm closing all these fucking readings today, so y'all with an Apple Watch, your wrist will be buzzing later." Boom. Wet mic drop. Let's go. Bring it. Oh, hell yeah. I love this shit. Whoa, shit. I still have to track my food today. Fuck yes, you do, Kristen. Get on that shit. Leah says, "The takeaway, I can do it. I just need to get up and do it. I know how. I know what it can do for me. It's on me." Kristen said, "Dude, it's all of them, but I'm working on it one step at a time this week." Fuck yeah. Hey, I love this energy that you two are bringing into this. So I think that you guys should, Kristen and Leah, you guys should make it a goal to tune into lives and just like send each other messages and be like, "Bitch, you coming to the live?" "Yeah, bitch, I'm coming to the live." So yeah, hype your guys selves up. Like carry this energy into this week. This was fucking awesome. And then there was one question that Leah had. It's not a Q&A. At some point, can we discuss what you do when you get to your goal? I'm kind of struggling with that transition, trying to cut off and slam down living active. Go take that exact question and put it on the Q&A for later this evening that we're doing in the private group, and I will answer that in detail because I've already been going live for about almost a half hour, and I don't want to make this too much longer. So, but yeah, go comment that on the live Q&A post in the private group, and we'll get that taken care of. So, but yeah, I definitely have an answer for that. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. Happy freaking Monday. That's it for the live today. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I appreciate you guys for all the comments, the number one takeaways, all of it. If you're watching this at a later time, hashtag replay. Let me know that you guys saw it. But I'm coming into this week invigorated, inspired, and ready to honestly just take it to that next fucking level for myself, for my clients. I learned a lot, guys, and I'm excited to start implementing this shit immediately this week. So for those of you that are my clients, guys, yeah, stay tuned. I got some cool stuff coming. So other than that, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'll talk to you all later. Peace, love, and protein, everybody. Bye.